gotta do the inventory, even though I think I got a paper cut on my finger. I don't like that. Benji Banks, One Hope One, Fire Session Podcast. I think because I have the ability, I'm gonna go live from my main page. TMG episode 326. Straight out of therapy. Tell a friend to tell a friend that I'm live doing this good old podcast. Spread the news that you could use and giving tools to you fools. I think that's a good place to put it. I can still see the count. 52 seconds on YouTube. I can see Benji Banks in the comments. I ain't finna join the comments from this page. But luckily the touchscreen ability ain't working on my laptop, so it's cool. Only crazy thing is if Sugar Free joined the show, you know, I'm gonna have to like hold the phone up. Maxed out for the bankroll. The ism in the motherfucking building. Let me go ahead and get this show started. What's going on with you, Rodders? Maxed out for the roll up in this motherfucker. What's going on? Rodders up in this motherfucker. Benji Banks up in this bitch. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game Podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. Yeah, man. Episode 326, my nigga. Straight out of therapy, my nigga. You know, I went to therapy today. Had a cool little session. What's going on, Billionaire Comedy? What's going on, Jasmine Sweets? You know, shout out to Vertically Black. I did a show in Compton last night. Oddly enough, it was in the area that my black ass ain't really supposed to be in. But I had a fucking ball. Shout out Vertically Black. Good ass food, good ass environment. You know, got to get cracking with some good ass comedians. You know, everybody did their thing. You know, shout out to homie Andre Bailey. He was up in that motherfucker, you know. Who else? Real Rose from Florida. Shout out to her. She was up in that motherfucker. Foolish D, Legendary Dre, Sean Connor. It was a good ass lineup. I forgot homeboy with the cerebral palsy. I should have got that full Instagram, but I fucked up. What's going on, Native Beauty? What you say? Jasmine said, I'm at work. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I hope the same for you, Jasmine Sweets. But, you know, today's episode, you know, straight out of therapy, my nigga. You know, I told y'all on the last episode I was starting therapy. You know, today I had my second session. Shit was cool. You know, like I said, you know, before in the prior episode about therapy, it's like talking to one of your homies, but he not your homie. He just a professional. So, you know, they do a whole lot of listening. They make, you know, small little suggestions here and there, depending on, you know, what you tell them. You know, like things that they feel is good or bad about what you said, but you know, it's like a judgment-free zone. So, you know, therapy was cool. You know, talk to him about, you know, how shit is going with me right now. You know, and a whole lot of like what a motherfucker trying to get accomplished moving forward. So, you know, shit was cool because, you know, like I said, me personally, you know, I'm fortunate to be going to therapy more for something that is a want for me in the future than for a problem that I'm dealing with. You know, like I told y'all, you don't got to be fucked up to go to therapy. You don't got to be going through a motherfucking depression or anxiety or, you know, having a mental health breakdown and none of that shit. Even though if you are, you should go to therapy. But me personally, that ain't why I'm there. You know, I'm there just on some, you know, seeing what it could do to help me do other shit. So, you know, I'm fucking with it, my nigga. You know how I had a good session today. What's going on, my nigga Smash? I can talk about this all day podcast. Back live on my main page. I'm live on both pages today. So if you follow me on Instagram at Uncle Dolemite, live on that motherfucker. You follow me on my podcast page at Too Much Game Podcast, live on that motherfucker too. But like I said, I'm enjoying therapy, my nigga. Like even if it wasn't something that I felt was really genuinely helping me, I would at least give it maybe 2 months. And so far it has been helpful. Nigga made a great suggestion in the first session that we had, and that shit was just an intake session. Nigga, when I had the first intake session, I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I kind of wasn't feeling old boy because and I heard from different various people who've gone to therapy that first session, because all you really doing is damn near breaking down your biography and shit. It is kind of boring because all you doing is telling them, oh well, I'm this old. This is my relationship status. This is my relationship with my parents. This how many siblings I got. And you just breaking all that shit down. They just getting information on who you are as a person. What your goal is for therapy. Why you here. What are your plans? What are you trying to get accomplished and all that type of shit. It's real cool, my nigga. I fuck with it. So we doing that. And I ain't gonna lie, nigga, I'm looking at this nigga. This nigga look like he damn near falling asleep. And I'm like, hold on, nigga, I'm a goddamn comedian and a fucking podcaster, nigga. I ain't no boring nigga to talk to, nigga. Why the fuck you look like you falling asleep? I understand I got a soothing voice, but nigga, keep your motherfucking head in the game. But probably after about 35, 40 minutes into it, when, he started to interact and, we started to have the back and forth, the shit got a whole lot better. Like the tips that I've got from a whole lot of people who've gone to therapy is, basically shop around until you find somebody you like. Like you're not guaranteed to like your first therapist. Luckily, I'm real comfortable with dude. I did an assessment with another therapist, which I liked her too. She was real dope. But I ain't gonna front, nigga. She wanted a nigga to pay out of pocket. She didn't have the backing from the insurance company yet. I'm like, shit, you cool and shit, but nigga, I ain't got 150 a week, my nigga. Not right now. Like, nigga, I'm testing therapy out. Now, if it was some shit that'll pay for itself, then for sure. But right now, I ain't got it, baby. What's going on? It's that K London Moore. But like I said, nigga, like old girl was cool, but I end up going with homeboy because they take my insurance. I ain't paying nothing out of pocket right now. So I'm like, shit, nigga, ain't nothing like some free therapy. I fucks with it the long way. Pause. And again, like I said, like everybody should at least look into it. At least give it a shot, give it a try. Especially if you got benefits at your job. Nigga, if your job cover it, why wouldn't you? I'm sure you got about an hour to fuck around, to go and speak to a professional about that shit. So shit, nigga, take your motherfucking ass to therapy, my nigga. It ain't bad at all, nigga. Like honestly, I enjoy it. Shit, nigga, right after my last session, I booked the motherfucking another session. I'll be on my third session next week. I'm not finna bog y'all down with 1,000 episodes about therapy and shit. But like I said, I told y'all that I was gonna do today's episode about it. So nigga, that's what we on, my nigga. What's going on, my nigga California Red, my nigga Francisco Phoenix, and motherfucking LG Vaughn, my nigga out of Omaha, Nebraska, nigga. Is this the illest nigga in Nebraska? Shout out to it, my nigga. Shout out motherfucking Saturday Night Vibes. I went last night, but I got there too late to hit the stage because a nigga do want to work this 5 minutes because I'm doing Chocolate Sunday, Labor Day weekend, my nigga, 7 o'clock. If you in Southern California, I'm going to be at the motherfucking Laugh Factory in Hollywood, my nigga, on Sunset Boulevard, my nigga, right on the Sunset Strip. I'm doing Chocolate Sunday, 7 o'clock, motherfucking first impression spot and shit. Nigga, I'm gonna blow the roof off that bitch. So if you in town, my nigga, pull up on me. Nigga, 7 o'clock, my nigga. What's that, September 6th? I'm gonna smoke that shit, my nigga. And what you say, Benji Banks, definitely gotta find the right therapist. Some people are simply there to get that quick bread. And that's the thing, because honestly, like I get that feeling from, from therapy in general, just from people who I've talked to and shit. The cool thing about my therapist, motherfuckers had like a little moment of transparency, which was cool. But it was like a trip because honestly, I look at the job of therapist as damn near like a dream job, especially for a nigga like me personally. Like me, I would love to be a therapist. Only reason that I ain't went into a field like that is because I fucking hate school. Like, nigga, I hate school with a passion, dog. Like, and it's not even school as much as like the classroom part as it is the homework part. And then my kids don't even get homework no more. I'm like, you little motherfuckers is lucky, my nigga. If I didn't get homework in school, nigga, I might literally be a doctor at this point, my nigga. Like I might be a therapist on some real shit, nigga. If I didn't have to do motherfucking homework in school, nigga, I would be fucking out of here, nigga. Like I'll be a cold academic nigga because academically I'm intelligent. But when it came to that homework shit, nigga, I flunked out of school. I ain't gonna bullshit you because back in my day, nigga, homework was like 55, 60% of your grade. So, nigga, after high school, no, not after high school, nigga, after like elementary school, nigga, I start failing everything. Nigga, in the seventh grade, nigga, I was in what they call GATE, like gifted and talented uh education or some shit like that. Nigga, I was in the gifted classes. And when them motherfuckers told me that I couldn't fail because of the level of fucking shit I was in, nigga, when I tell you I didn't do a stitch of homework, and then I fucked around and decided I ain't never doing homework again, nigga. Because the thing is, they couldn't justify what made homework make sense to me. So I just never did the shit. Like, nigga, I spent a large portion of my teenage years on punishment, my nigga. Cause my mom like, oh nigga, you gonna be on punishment till you get your grades up. Well, I guess I'm be on punishment till after the summertime. Cause you know, when you start with a fresh slate of grades, I got straight A's. So that's when my grades get up, nigga. When them bitches reset, nigga. That's how fucked up it was for me in school, nigga. I ain't get off punishment until the grades reset and we got straight A's. And then once that shit came, them niggas get a first homework assignment and I'm failing again. And I ain't even give a fuck, my nigga. Like, that's the fucked up thing about me. And it's fucked up because my son is the same way. What's going on? It's that Made Sexy 85 and Miss Seductive 12. Nigga, why y'all coming in my motherfucking comment section with all these sexy ass names and shit? What's going on, my nigga? I think that's the homie T Baby. What's the deal? You know, but like I said, like growing up, nigga, I just was the type of kid that, like, nigga, if it was something that I wanted to do, I was gonna do it regardless. Like, nigga, if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. If I don't want to do something, I'm not gonna do it. So when it came to homework, shit, nigga, I take the punishment. Fuck it. You know, like, nigga, I was failing bad. And again, it wasn't because I couldn't understand the material. You know, I was always a pleasure to have in class. Nigga, I always did well on tests, worked well with others. You know, if we had a group project in the class and it was in class work, always did super good. My nigga always participated, raised my hand and some more shit. But nigga, once we get out of school, oh, I'm clocking the fuck out. Like, I had the mindset of an adult in school. Like, literally, my nigga. Like, nigga, once I get out, nigga, I'm out. Fuck that. Nigga, I'm not doing no homework. I'm balling that shit up and throwing that shit in the trash can. I don't do homework, nigga. I did all the work I had to do in that 6 hours I was at that school. Once I clock out, nigga, I'm out. Nigga, I'm turning my Super Nintendo on and I'm playing motherfucking Street Fighter, nigga. Eat a dick. I ain't give a fuck. And then when them grades kick back and they calling my mom like, hey, you know, Anthony's fucking up again. You know, his grades are slipping. And my mom like, hey, nigga, your grades fucked up. I'm like, all right. You know, let me go get my little stack of books. I already know the deal. Nigga, I go unhook the Super Nintendo, sit that bitch in my mom room. You play the motherfucker, mom, because I already know I'm in trouble. And it is what it is, my nigga. She took a nigga the Nintendo, the Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, because I was Team Nintendo back in the day. So, nigga, moms take my motherfucking video game console. Nigga, I'm on punishment reading books, my nigga, chilling. You know, all the homies coming to the door. Hey, nigga, can you come outside and play? Hell no, nigga. Y'all niggas already know I'm on punishment. Fuck it. Nigga, I was in the crib with it, nigga. Like, nigga, I see y'all niggas at school. Because that's just the type of nigga that I am. And again, like, you know, it's going to be shit that I'm going to talk about in therapy. Like, you know, nigga, is this a problem? Is there something I could do about this shit? Cause as an adult, it ain't fucked with me. I've been having a phenomenal adulthood, nigga. I love being grown. Even with a whole lot of the traumas that I had as a child, a whole lot of the things that I seen, a bunch of the shit that I done, like the area where I was raised in, the fact that I moved around a lot, even like home base in Compton, like, my dad never left the hood. My grandma's house, is still in the same spot. So no matter where I moved, home was always in the hood. So, I would move to Pomona, still in the hood. Move to Rialto, still in the hood. I move all over the place, but, I always had the same little home base. Came from motherfucking, dysfunctional family and all type of shit, but it never affected me negatively as a grown up. Nigga, I've been doing great. Cootie Rock, what's happening? But like I said, like, nigga, therapy is it's just a cool little thing. Again, it's like talking to, just a random stranger that knows about things. So, you tell them your whole little whoopty bam. Them niggas give you suggestions based on what you told them. And like I said, like, therapy ain't only for people who crazy or going through something. Like, nigga, you could be having a great fucking run, my nigga. Like, everything in your life could be going incredible. Like my therapist was telling me, like, a lot of his clients are like, high level businessmen, executives at their company, entrepreneurs, millionaires, and some more shit. They just want to get the most out of their mental, my nigga. And it's like, shit, that's kind of why I chose old boy, because, a lot of therapists, they have a profile that they create, so you could at least look at their background, look at what they specialize in and all that type of shit. So, just find somebody that specializes in the things that you want to work on and work with the motherfucker. Give it a couple of weeks. If you like it, keep fucking with them. If you don't like it, fuck them. Like, it is what it is, my nigga. Like, like I said, genuinely, like, I'm excited to start the fucking process, cause that shit might be able to help me be better at some shit, my nigga. Again, like, I want to use therapy to help me boost this platform. Like, I want that shit to be like a bridge between, like I say, my ultimate comedic voice, which is being able to talk like I talk on this motherfucker on stage. Cause right now I just say what's funny on stage, but I'm trying to get to the point where I drop it like too much game while I'm on stage. What's the motherfucking deal, Big Vino? Vino coming to the motherfucking Dino. Shit, nigga, this weekend, nigga, we got a show, nigga. Me, Vino, Maury Richardson, Mary Jane, and Trill, my nigga. Trill on wheels. Shout out my nigga Trill. I be forgetting because I don't be wanting to say that nigga name fucked up and shit, but Trill is producing this motherfucker. So shout out to Trill with his goddamn producer hat on. He a cold nigga, dog. Like I said in episodes prior, this nigga Trill in a motherfucking wheelchair and making shit happen, my nigga. Like, the fact that it's a motherfucker running around this bitch that can't even walk, that's getting a whole lot of shit done, and this motherfucker's running around this bitch with both legs working. Nigga, you could run full speed, jump a fence and some more shit, and you still broke as a motherfucker, ain't got shit done. Fix that, my nigga. Cause like I said, dog, like, in life, everything is about how bad you want shit. Like, I got this thing I say all the time. Like, if you wanted to, you would. And that goes across the board. If you wanted to be with a particular bitch, you would. If you wanted to be with a particular nigga, you would. If you wanted to have a certain career path, you would. If you wanted to have some money in your pocket, you would. Like, nigga, the episode that I did, Wants versus Wishes, a long ass time ago, I talked about this. Like, niggas went from lying about what they got to lying about what they want. Like, niggas run around this motherfucker saying, I want this, I want $1 million, I want this, I want. And it's like, nigga, what are you doing to get these things that you saying that you want? Because if you not putting no action behind your words, you don't want that shit. Like, you might think that it would be nice to have it. You might somewhat kinda feel like it'd be cool to have it, but you don't want that shit. You just talking. You talking out the side of your motherfucking neck. And I don't believe in that shit, my nigga. Like, nigga, I don't push that to nobody who listen to this motherfucking show. Like, all that hoping, wishing, and dreaming shit, nigga, we don't do that here, nigga. Like, you know, like I tell niggas, I'm running around this motherfucker meeting God halfway. You know, last night I talked to my homegirl, comedian Callie Scott. You know, shout out Callie Scott. You know, and I was telling her, you know, just about like my 5-year plan and all this old shit about, you know, where I want to be in life and comedy and all that. And, you know, she like, nigga, I don't think you're going to be driving trucks another 5 years, my nigga. Like, comedy gonna take over all that shit, nigga. 5 more years in comedy, nigga, you ain't gonna be driving trucks no more. And, you know, like, I'm a practical type of person. So, you know, it's not particularly that, you know, I don't think that I'm gonna be successful within the next 5 years, but at the same time, like, I don't plan for shit that I don't have in my hand. Like, it's real hard for me to plan for a lottery win or some shit. Like, oh yeah, nigga, you know, I just put my numbers in. When my numbers hit, I'ma buy this kind of car. Like, you know, of course you set your expectations, you know, high, but at the same time, nigga, I don't set myself up for failure. You know, nigga, my thing is, you know, if it work, cool. But if it don't work, I'm prepared. Like, I always prepare for the worst as I expect the best. So, you know, do I see myself in 5 years becoming a millionaire in comedy? Of course. But if that shit don't work, I'm gonna be driving fucking trucks. You know, so like I'm explaining to her my whole little get down, like, you know, motherfucker trying to be dope in comedy. So by the time Brownie graduate high school, I'll already be in the algorithm to where I'm on the road already. You know, like when my kids is off at college and doing adult people shit, like, nigga, I'll have a whole nother get down. Like, you know, trucking to be like a little backup plan for me. But it won't necessarily have to be my bread and butter where, you know, I'm clocking in and clocking out and, you know, giving these motherfuckers literally half of my fucking days and shit. Cause, you know, as it stands, you know, nigga working shit, I think 10 hours is like a good short day for me. Like, nigga, I'm doing 10-hour days on the short, you know, 12 hours on the long, pause. You know, so it's like, shit, I'm trying to get it to the point where the bulk of my income is coming off these motherfucking jokes. What's going on, Bone? My sister up in this motherfucker. Shit, nigga, I don't know if a motherfucker see the comments or not and shit. You know, Instagram be on bullshit when it come to me, my nigga. You know, but like I said, nigga, you know, a whole lot of what she was saying was, you know, make room for God to move in your life. And I feel it, you know, like, shit, get your preach on, goddamn it. You know, that shit cool. Because at the end of the day, like I said, my ultimate goal in comedy is to be able to do on stage what I do on this podcast. Same level of comfort, you know, same level of delivery, you know, same boldness and all that shit. But right now, nigga, I be having stage fright like a motherfucker. What's going on, Vince Day? You know, like, nigga, I just be on stage saying what's funny. And, you know, like I explained to her, when it come to me and comedy, I just say what's funny right now. Like, I be whooping feet on stage. You know, like I say, nigga, I ain't afraid to toot my own horn and say that I'm good, nigga. I'm good. I'm amazing, my nigga. But at the same time, like, I'm trying to get to the point where I get on stage and I'm giving game on stage. Like, nigga, I'm giving actionable advice on stage and that shit funny. You know, like I said, nigga, like, I'm trying to be like how TK Kirkland is. You know, like, not so much George Carlin or even Dave Chappelle, who's my favorite comedian of all time. My nigga, like, love Dave Chappelle, but I've watched Dave Chappelle specials and might have laughed twice. You know what I mean? Like, that nigga be, you know, at this point in Dave's career, that nigga be doing fucking TED Talks. Like, it don't even be comedy specials and shit. This nigga get up there and just talk for a whole hour and you might have laughed 2 or 3 times. Like, I ain't trying to be like that. I still want your ass to be dying laughing. I just want to be able to game you up as I'm doing it. Like, I want to be able to have niggas walking off like, man, I'm gonna do this, and that. That nigga Dolemite gave me some tools I could use and shit. Like, I'm trying to get it like that, but still be funny as a motherfucker. My nigga Pork from the Cool Out Corner podcast. I see you up in this motherfucker. But like I said, like, that's my ultimate goal in comedy. And, like I told my therapist, like, nigga, hopefully therapy is the missing piece to it all. What's that? Lil Prince 1221. What's that? Like that's what I'm trying to get to. Like, I want to be able to get on stage and have the same level that I got on this motherfucker. To where, y'all niggas know the show has funny moments, but this ain't no comedy show. But when I get on stage, I want to be able to use, like, let's say, right, the same things that I talk about on this podcast, I want to be able to punch that shit up to the point where I could turn that shit into a 10, 15, 20, maybe even hour long set on stage, and it'd be funny as a motherfucker, and it'd be just as actionable as the podcast episode is, but it's funny. Like, even when it come to my delivery, like, nigga, when I'm on stage, I'll be looking down like a motherfucker. I don't never look down on the podcast, but it's because I got cameras and shit that I'm looking at. So, that's a whole nother thing. What's going on, Psycho Mike? Townhouse Media Gang up in this motherfucker. But, like I said, like, a nigga want to be able to have the same level on stage as I have on the motherfucking podcast. And like I say, in therapy, that's gonna be the shit that I work on. Cause like I said, when I tell people that I'm going to therapy, they immediately go to, hey man, I'm praying for you, man. Are you cool? Are you doing okay? You can talk to me. Nigga, I'm talking to my therapist, pimp. Like, nigga, that's the whole fucking reason for me going to therapy, my nigga. I'm cool. But, like I said, I'm not going to therapy because I'm crazy or, like I'm not depressed. I'm not, having anxiety attacks and none of that shit. Nigga, my mental health is great. Like, I'm in a good mental space, honestly. But at the same time, like, shit, nigga, I'm just going to see what that shit talking about. Because, again, if there's a tool at my disposal, I'm going to use it. Like, I'm not finna, like, throw the baby out with the bathwater, especially when, like I tell motherfuckers, I'm pro therapy. Like, I advocate for people who's going through something, who needs somebody to talk to go to therapy. So shit, I'm going just so I could be the example for motherfuckers who I talk to. On my platform, I say all the time, man, if it's something that you're going through, go talk to somebody. Like when people have these posts that they put on social media, like, check on your strong friends. Nigga, strong friends. Speaking from the strong friend. Take your ass to therapy. If you the friend that's always giving everybody advice, take your ass to therapy. If you the motherfucker that feel like you got all this shit figured out and nigga, you ain't never cried a day in your life and all you do is smile all day, pick daisies and daffodils, fuck badass bitches, spend money and drive fly ass cars all goddamn day, go to therapy any motherfucking way. If you just hit the motherfucking lottery, nigga, your ex-girlfriend from high school just came back and begged you all day to suck your dick and have a threesome with you with Beyonce, take your ass to therapy anyway, my nigga. Just in case. Just so it can help you handle the amazing successes that your motherfucking ass got going on in life. Take your motherfucking ass to therapy anyway. Because again, nigga, it's a tool at your disposal. So why the fuck wouldn't you, my nigga? What's going on? 121 Daniel. Cause again, nigga, that's my thing. Like, nigga, I ain't going to therapy because I'm going crazy or I cry myself to sleep, nigga. I sleep phenomenally, my nigga. I smile every time I look in the mirror, my nigga. I got a motherfucking crush on me. Nigga, every time I look at the motherfucking screen and see myself, I'm like, you's a handsome ass nigga. Pause. And it ain't no pause because it's me. But still, nigga, like, nigga, I love me some me. Nigga, ain't no motherfucker that I love outside of Deuce and Brownie more than me. Nigga, Deuce and Brownie is up here, but nigga, I'm right under. Nigga, I love the fuck out of myself, my nigga. It is what it is. So that ain't my problem, nigga. Like again, I'm not going to therapy for a problem. Nigga, I'm going to therapy, nigga, to literally help me do my thing better. Like nigga, I'm at therapy, like nigga, I'm at a 9.9. Let me get to a 10. Nigga, that's why I'm going to motherfucking therapy. Like it ain't got shit to do with, crying myself to sleep or being fucked up or, man, check on your mental health, man. I'm suffering in silence, dude. Hell no, nigga. I'm going to therapy because everything going great, but it could be greater. What's going on? All I have is me one. Like, nigga, shit, I enjoy therapy. Nigga, I'm going to therapy because it's cool. Nigga, not because, life fucked up. Nigga, life is great. My nigga, my kids is straight. My crib is straight. I drive the car that I want to drive. I work a job that I like. I'm doing comedy. Got a gang of badass bitches out this motherfucker chasing me around. I'm avoiding these hoes. Like, nigga, I'm doing great, my nigga. But shit, nigga, I'm still going to therapy. What's going on, cuzzo? My nigga Jake Jr. for you, pro. Nigga, little cousin up in this motherfucker. What's happening? But like I said, dog, like, nigga, I'm going to therapy just because I want to help what I already got going on, my niggas. It's like if you a construction worker and you great at doing construction. You build houses and shit. If a new fucking tool come out to help you do construction better, why wouldn't you use it? I'm not finna be like, oh, nigga, I ain't finna use that new motherfucker because I'm cool with what I got, nigga. You can be even cooler. It's like if you play basketball, nigga, and you got your favorite pair of shoes you ball in, my nigga. Like, okay, for sure, nigga, I hoop in these, but motherfucker, I'm finna start hooping in these because these motherfuckers is better. If I'm scoring 30 a game, nigga, I want to score 35. So I'm finna start using these motherfuckers. Like, same shit with therapy, nigga. I'm doing great, but I could be doing greater. Shit, nigga, shoot me the motherfucking info to my DM, my nigga. Like, shit, I'll pull up to that shit, but I gotta know where it's at. Niggas be not inviting me to shit and then be wondering why I didn't pull up. Nigga, I wasn't invited to that motherfucker. So either DM that motherfucker to me or text it to me. I'm sure you got my number. And if you ain't got that shit, send that shit to Lil Mike. Nigga, Lil Mike got my number. I'm having an after party on the motherfucking patio with DJ Ron C. 411. Nigga, DJ Ron C from Houston? What the fuck? But anyway, send that shit to Lil Mike and, have Lil Mike send it to me, my nigga, or hit my DM with that shit. Cause, after I do the show, I'm gonna be chilling. Might go to motherfucking Chocolate Sunday. Oh, okay, shit. Epic Event Center, all right, again. Bullshit ain't nothing. I'll run the motherfucking, I'll run the Rancho, that shit close, nigga. But, like I said, nigga, therapy, I fuck with. Therapy is something that I tell everybody, try that shit. Take your ass up there, nigga. Me personally, I do the video conference shit because I could literally walk around my house and do therapy in the comfort of my own home. So again, like motherfuckers be avoiding therapy because they feel like it's gonna be like something that's like low-key embarrassing or something to that effect. It's not, my nigga. Like, I feel like everybody should go. The same motherfuckers that you look around and like, oh, nigga, I ain't going to therapy. That shit for crazy people. Nigga, your favorite celebrity goes to therapy. The motherfucker that runs the company of the shoes you buy and the car you drive go to therapy. It's all type of high level, high achievers in life that go to therapy, my nigga. Therapy is not for crazy people, my nigga. Therapy is for people who take their mental health serious. Like, nigga, I take my peace of mind very serious. I'm proactive when it comes to my peace of mind. So, nigga, I'm taking my motherfucking ass to therapy to make sure my shit is straight. What he say? Uncle Dolemite or Uncle Dolly jokes. Nigga, Uncle Dolemite, cause nigga, I don't really be answering that other shit. What's your booking information? Yeah, Uncle Dolemite. Cause the Uncle Dolly jokes page, I ain't gonna front. I barely answer them motherfucking DMs. That ain't even a page that I be checking. But, if it's somebody trying to book me for real, hit my motherfucking text. Rodis, you already got action at me. So, text me and shit. But, like I said, dog, like, if I'm advocating for motherfuckers to go to therapy, I'm like, shit, nigga, let me take the first step and go myself. Like I say, nigga, like, shit, nigga, I'm on my second fucking appointment. I got another appointment this coming Monday. Not tomorrow, but the one after and shit. Deuce trying to FaceTime me. I'm recording, Deuce. But like I said, nigga, like, I'm all for it. Like, I want everybody to try that shit. Nigga, Deuce need to jump on Instagram so he could see that I'm fucking recording. He over here trying to FaceTime me and shit, fucking my live up. Deuce, I'm recording. I hope that he figured that shit out, because I see that this nigga calling my phone. Nigga, I am recording. Let me see. Damn, Deuce. Boom. Damn. I'm recording. I'll hit you back. Damn. Boy, I hope something on... Well, I don't hope something on fire, but I hope it's very important what that nigga hitting me about, because that nigga blowing my fucking phones up. Damn. Doing the fucking show, Deuce. Shit. What's going on, Rhonda? But like I said, nigga, therapy is something that I feel like everybody could benefit from. And again, even if your life is going fantastic, even if your life is perfect, everything going well, you just won the lottery, you just got your dick sucked by 2 R&B singers, you just hit the number, your job just gave you a promotion. They made you the fucking CEO of that motherfucker. They gave you 2 free Rolls Royces, a big mansion, and 2 fucking planets, nigga. Everything is going fantastic. Man, take your ass to therapy anyway, my nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with it, dog. Like, what's wrong with using a tool that can help you be better? What's wrong with being proactive about your peace of mind? Your mental health, like, helping you become better as a person, helping you process things better, helping you, set and enforce boundaries better, helping you to deal with, your past traumas and, your triggers and things of that nature, helping you to stay grounded and, practice mindfulness and things like that. Like, shit, ain't nothing wrong with it, my nigga, and having a neutral party to talk to when it comes to, what you going through. My sound went out. All right, let me see. I'm finna fucking restart the live. Lil Prince 1221. I'm about to restart it, so come back. Cause this nigga fucked the live up trying to motherfucking blow my phone up and shit. This nigga FaceTime me 1,000 times and shit. Like, damn, nigga. And I'm sure the nigga probably didn't want nothing. The nigga probably just like, get on Grand Theft Auto, dad. Cause, even though my son don't really talk a whole lot on the internet, nigga, that nigga voice deeper than mine, my nigga. This nigga fucking 15 years old and about this goddamn tall, but that nigga voice deeper than my shit. Like, goddamn, Deuce, what the fuck? What's going on? Lil Shaq up in this motherfucker. What's happening up out that Memphis? But like I said, dog, like, nigga, I go to therapy because, I just want to use a tool that can help me. Like, I want to make sure my mental health is good, my nigga. I keep my peace of mind in mind at all times. So I'm going to motherfucking therapy, nigga, just to make sure I stay straight. Because again, nigga, you don't got to be fucked up. You could be having the best day ever, my nigga, and still go talk to your motherfucking therapist about it. Even if you literally go to your therapist like, man, I just won the motherfucking lottery. Nigga, my motherfucking job just promoted me to CEO. Nigga, this nigga Jay-Z just dropped Beyonce off at my house and said to have my way with her, my nigga. Like, everything is going phenomenal. Like, the motherfucking president just came in and told me I can have his job, nigga, and I ain't got to pay no more taxes for the rest of my life. It's going great. Take your ass to motherfucking therapy anyway, my nigga. Just in case. Just to have that conversation. Just to have that neutral party to talk to that don't have no bias involved in what they saying. And again, every therapist is not built the same. Like, you might want to go to a new therapist. You might want to try 2 or 3 different ones and shit. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Like, at the end of the day, it's like a barber or a nail tech or whatever the fuck. Every barber don't cut hair the same. Every nail tech don't do nails the same. Every plumber don't fix pipes the same. Like, you might want to try two or three motherfuckers. You know, me personally, like I'm comfortable with the one that I got right now. You know, but I'm not against trying another one if I don't like this one. You know, it's like anything, but you know, it ain't nothing wrong with at least trying the shit. You know, cause that's my thing just with life in general, my nigga. Like, it's hard to say that you don't want something, don't like something, or something won't work for you if you've never at least gave it a fucking shot. Like, I hate when niggas tell me they don't like something and they ain't never tried it. Like, nigga, I don't like chitlins because I tried them. Like, my grandma gave me something. That shit it wasn't for me. And it fucking stink. I don't like no food that stink. You know, so most shit that I say I don't like it because I tried it. You know, now there's some shit that I probably won't try. Like, I ain't jumping out of no motherfucking airplane that ain't falling out the motherfucking sky. Like, I ain't doing that, nigga. I did indoor skydiving at iFly, but I'm not jumping out nobody goddamn airplane, nigga. Like, I have enough thrills just being a black man in America, so I'm straight. I ain't doing that, nigga. That's just some shit I'm not gonna do. But as far as like other shit, especially something that I feel could be helpful, I'm trying it, my nigga. You know, like, why the fuck not, nigga? What's the issue? Like, I had a long ass conversation with one of my homeboys about therapy, and this nigga was, oh, nigga, you don't need therapy. We black, da 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 da. You don't need to be telling these motherfuckers your business. Nigga, I talked to this motherfucker like about a month later, and he was like, man, you know what I just thought about? When I was in jail, I talked to a therapist because they made me, and that shit really helped me a lot. So I retract my statement in that argument that we had. And yeah, man, therapy is helpful. Niggas. My nigga Juno, what's the motherfucking deal? The homie up out that motherfucking Virginia. What's happening with you, Juno? You know, but like I said, dog, like, you know, I don't turn down nothing that a motherfucker offers me that I feel could possibly help me. Now, when it came to that motherfucking shot nigga during the pandemic, oh, I wasn't taking that shit. Like, y'all niggas had me fucked all the way up with that one, cause it's like y'all niggas ain't do enough research for me, nigga. It just was a whole lot of red flags popping up everywhere when it came to that shit. But nigga, therapy is something that's been working since the beginning of motherfucking time. And you know, like I said earlier, you know, with the conversation that I had with my therapist, because, you know, like I was talking about the transition that I feel like I'm gonna have to make in the future between driving trucks and comedy. And like I told him, the way that my life is set up right now, I make a really good amount of money driving trucks. So in order for me to transition from driving trucks to comedy, I got to be able to replace that income, as well as having the financial ability to keep medical insurance, life insurance, dental insurance, and vision insurance. Like, if I can't take care of all those expenses with what I make out of comedy, I'm not gonna quit driving trucks, my nigga. Like, that just don't make financial sense. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a grown ass man. I live a grown ass man lifestyle. So I gotta make grown ass man money. Like, I can't throw all this shit away to chase a fucking dream, because that's what comedy is. Like, until that dream can pay for your overhead, that's a hobby. You know, like, I always been saying this shit. Like, have something to pay for your dreams until your dreams can pay for themselves. Like, you can't be out here going broke trying to chase a dream. Like, that shit that Steve Harvey and them be talking about, oh man, you know, I was sleeping in cars and I was broke and I was fucked up, nigga. I poured 100% into this comedy shit. For every nigga like Steve Harvey that fucked around and succeeded, it's 1,000 niggas walking up and down the street digging out of a motherfucking trash can because they dream didn't work out for them. You know, like, you got to be realistic about your shit. You know, a whole lot of motherfuckers made a whole lot of sacrifices, worked real hard, and it didn't work for them. Like, nigga, I'm pro job. Like, nigga, this podcast is not for niggas, you know, to throw everything into the wind and just put it all on your dream. Pour 100% into comedy or hip hop music or poetry or motherfucking content creation or any of that shit. Cause it's like, dog, you don't want to throw 10 to 15 years away into some shit and then find out it wasn't for you, or find out that you failed at it, or you fucked up a good relationship with a person who probably could have been a life partner for you, but you was so enthralled in this dream you had that you fucked up something that really could have helped your ass in life. Like, I don't suggest shit like that. Like, nigga, I'm real grounded in practicality. Like, I'm real grounded in keeping your shit realistic, my nigga. Like, it ain't nothing wrong if you a generational talent and, you know, pouring a whole lot into honing your craft and, you know, hopefully chasing it as something that could be sustainable for you in life. But at the same time, like, I don't suggest nobody throw away what could really help them in life, which is having something solid, you know, having something that is realistic to fall back on just in case that shit don't work. You know, because a whole lot of niggas who have gone to high heights will tell you that, man, I didn't have no plan B, nigga. It was hip hop or nothing. I got all these tattoos on my face and all that shit. And now look at me. Nigga, that Lil Xan got all that shit tattooed on his motherfucking face and his rap career is fucking over. Like, it's a whole lot of those little SoundCloud niggas who got their face all tatted up and didn't make shit. They fucked up, nigga. They got all these face tattoos and they working at fucking Walmart or UPS. Now these niggas got to work in the back of a fucking warehouse because they face all tatted up because they poured it all into hip hop and now they can't even get like a good, decent job because they look like a fucking Chipotle bag. Like, you know, nigga, you pouring all your bullshit into something is not a guaranteed W, my nigga. Like, it works for some people, but it don't work for everybody, dog. You know, like I say this 1,000 times on this show. The reason that the 1% is the 1% is because they do what 99% ain't willing to do. But there's so many other layers to that because a lot of these niggas had talent that 99% of motherfuckers ain't got. A lot of these motherfuckers was chosen in ways that 99% of motherfuckers wouldn't be chosen. You know, like, shout out my nigga Maury. Maury Labs Comedy up in this motherfucker. You know, like, me and him talk about all the fucking time. Like, nigga, when it comes to the entertainment space, comedy, music, acting, and all that, like, nigga, you gotta have a look. You gotta be marketable. You gotta have charisma. You got to be able to build and maintain relationships. Like, you got to be somebody that people like and people want to work with. Like, it's so much shit involved in you being successful, my nigga. Not just work ethic, not just talent, not just looking good. Nigga, you got to have a collection of all that shit in varying levels, my nigga. Like, if you don't have all these things all firing at the same time in the right spot and putting yourself in the right places, none of that shit matter, my nigga. You know, and like I said, nigga, that's the reason only 1% of society controls 99% of the wealth. Because it's that rare that you get to that level, my nigga. You know, so when it come to motherfuckers who rap, nigga, you think you the only good rapper? A lot of niggas rapping ain't even the best rapper in they fucking town, much less in the world. Nigga, some of the biggest rappers in the world ain't the best rappers in they town. Nigga, I don't think Drake is the greatest rapping rapper of all the rappers. It's 1,000 niggas who'll rap circles around Drake, but they might not look as good as Drake. Pause. You know, they might not be as marketable as Drake. You know, they might not have as good relationships as Drake. Like, it's 1,000 things that got Drake up where he's at in hip hop, and it ain't fucking talent. He's not the best fucking rapper by no stretch. He's good. He's talented. He's dope. He make dope songs, but he ain't the fucking best. Motherfucking Vino, what's happening? Like I said, Vino and the Dino, my nigga. This coming motherfucking Saturday, my nigga, the 22nd. Me, Vino, My nigga Trill producing that motherfucker. Shout out to Trill. And Mary Jane, nigga. We all finna be bringing the laughs up in that motherfucker. ATM Richie gonna be at that bitch. Of course, you already know Maury Richardson gonna be up in that motherfucker. Cause it's our spot, my nigga. More Laughs Comedy Club at Paradise Studios, my nigga. On the 22nd. We finna have that motherfucker cracking. Ill Will. I see you up in this motherfucker. I don't know if you still here, but shout out my nigga Ill Will, my nigga. You know, No Rules Podcast up in this bitch. You know, but like I said, like, nigga, always have something to keep a couple dollars in your pocket while you chase your dream. Like, a lot of time your dream ain't gonna be what keep them motherfucking bills paid, what keep them lights on, my nigga. You know, it's a bunch of motherfuckers out here fucked up because they thought that comedy was gonna, you know, do A, B, fucking C. Like, nigga, I remember talking to a comedian. I'm not even gonna say his name because, you know, like, he's something of a victim of the conversation that we having. That nigga said he did Comic View like 3 or 4 times and quit his motherfucking job because he felt like, I'm finna be a celebrity now. Nigga, I did Comic View. I killed Comic View. I'm finna be famous. That nigga quit his motherfucking job, my nigga. That nigga is, I'm not gonna say what he doing because it's too specific and I don't want nobody to know who I'm talking about. But, you know, let's just say he on the corner hustling and he ain't selling nothing illegal. What's going on, my nigga? Members Only Miles Club, my nigga Baylor, BTG for President podcast up in this motherfucker. Maury Richardson on his other page. But like I said, my nigga, like, it's niggas out here doing bad because they poured it all into their dream. You know, and again, it ain't nothing wrong with chasing your dream, but you should always have something to take care of reality while you chase your dream. Like, you should always have reality paid for while you chasing your dream. Nigga, it ain't nothing wrong with doing comedy and DoorDash. It ain't nothing wrong with doing comedy and cutting hair. It ain't nothing wrong with rapping and doing Uber. It ain't nothing wrong with, you know, rapping and, you know, doing whatever fucking job. Nigga, being a rapping plumber. You know, a rapping electrician. A rapping fucking truck driver. Nigga, a rapping DMV clerk, nigga, motherfucking mailman, or any of that shit. Like, nigga, keep your lights on, my nigga. Like, nigga, all that being fucked up, nigga, all I want to do is comedy, or all I want to do is rap, nigga. I'm a rapper. Nigga, I don't work. Like, nigga, you crazy as a motherfucker. Your kids over here hungry as a motherfucker because your stupid ass only want to rap. Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. Like, take care of your motherfucking responsibilities. My nigga J. Aura, West Virginia Uncommon Place up in this motherfucker. Shout out to it, my nigga. And what you say, Vino? I need to be a guest on your podcast. Shit, nigga, the pull up next weekend. If you still out here Sunday after the show, nigga, we can make it happen, my nigga. I don't live far from the club, so pull up on me, nigga. We can make it happen, Vino. That's for damn sure. You know, but like I said, my nigga, like, have something to take care of yourself, my nigga. Like, sustain your lifestyle, dog. Like, it ain't nothing wrong with chasing your dream. We all got dreams. Like, nigga, I'm all for niggas who want to rap. Like, the thing that I love about seeing what Jay-Z is doing right now, what Nas is doing right now, Pusha T, and a lot of these rappers, is they're showing that you can still be successful as a motherfucking hip-hop artist in your later ages. Like, you don't gotta be 19 to succeed in hip hop. Like, you don't gotta be a young nigga to succeed. Like, nigga, I think Rick Ross got on, he was like 30 something. Shit, nigga, if I'm not mistaken, them Griselda niggas was all like 35 plus when they got on in hip hop. So, nigga, don't never let your motherfucking dream go if you genuinely serious about it. But my thing is, like, in general, nigga, have you something to keep some motherfucking money in your pocket, my nigga. Like, you not finna tell me you in the studio making raps from when you wake up to when you motherfucking fall asleep. Like, nigga, if you don't go fucking do some Instacart shopping or some shit while you write your motherfucking raps, nigga, go fucking do Postmates or DoorDash or Uber or fucking Lyft or some of that shit, my nigga. Like, it's so many ways to put some money in your pocket. And they don't have to be illegal, cause You know, my nigga Geechee Gotti, my nigga, like that shit fucked me up. Cause it's like the fucked up thing about battle rap and the culture of battle rap is they try to make it seem like you some type of lame ass nigga if you get a 9 to 5. Like if you drive Uber or Lyft or you get a motherfucking job working for the city or you a garbage truck driver or some type of shit like that, you in the motherfucking battle and they roasting you for having a motherfucking 9 to 5. And it's like, nigga, you got me fucked up, nigga. Nigga got kids and shit. Nigga got a whole motherfucking life he got to take care of. Niggas got apartments, condos, townhouses, houses, and all type of shit niggas got to take care of. If a motherfucker got to go clock in and take care of it, let a nigga clock the fuck in. Nigga, fuck all that stupid ass shit that these niggas be talking about. You know, because like that's the fucking thing, especially like in society in general. It is so many people that fear the judgment of others, you know, including us in comedy, including niggas in hip hop and other motherfuckers in all type of other crafts. Like niggas try to down you because you got a job while you chasing your dream. Like, oh man, if you was really serious, you quit your job and go full time. Fuck you, nigga. I got kids. You know, like a lot of the reason that I'm not stepping on these niggas' neck the way I could in comedy is because I got kids. And I'm not ashamed of that shit, my nigga. Because when you doing certain stages that I can't do, you doing shows I can't do, and you got all these things in comedy that I don't have, I got something you ain't got, nigga. I got money. Nigga, I got happy kids. You know, I got kids that I see every single day. You know, like, nigga, I got a good relationship with all the people in my real motherfucking life. So congratulations on your little fucking stages and your little bookings and your little relationships with other comedians and all that old bitch ass shit. Like, nigga, I'm whooping you niggas in the game of life, my nigga. You know, so even if I don't catch certain niggas in this comedy space, I don't give a fuck, because y'all niggas ain't fucking with me in this life space. You know, like, I'm a responsible nigga and I'm not fucking ashamed of that shit. What's going on, King and 252? You know, like, that's the fucking thing. Like, nigga, don't let nobody in fucking society try to down you because you handle your shit the way you handle your shit. Whatever you do to keep a couple dollars in your motherfucking pocket, nigga, that's your business, my nigga. As long as what you doing don't have no victims, don't let nobody fucking down you about fucking taking care of your goddamn responsibilities, especially if you got kids. You know, like, them the niggas who I think is bitch ass niggas. Like, nigga, you got a child out this motherfucker and they going without because you want to be a fucking comedian or a rapper or whatever the fuck. Like, nigga, I'm not doing nothing to have my kids have less so I could chase a motherfucking dream. Nigga, I wouldn't even have had kids if that was the fucking case. You know, nigga, shout out my nigga DeHerm. You know, like, DeHerm out here, nigga, pouring it all into comedy, 100%. And the reason that I salute him in particular and specifically because of the way he chases shit, because he ain't got no kids. He don't got nobody depending on him. He handling his whole whoop-de-bam on his own accord. And shout out to that. But, nigga, once you get kids and shit, once you got a family and shit, once you got people to take care of, nigga, I genuinely look down on niggas who got people that's out here looking out, looking up to them, you know, looking to them for guidance, looking to them for sustenance, nigga, looking to them as an example. And your bitch ass out here broke as a motherfucker because you want to stay out at the motherfucking studio all night rapping, or you at the comedy club all night roasting and shit, and you ain't got $1 in your motherfucking pocket. You know, nigga, like I said, nigga, like, I take care of my real life until my dream can pay for my real life. But at the end of the day, nigga, my number one priority is these kids. Making sure them niggas is straight. Making sure they have a life, because they my legacy, my nigga. Like, I can't bet it all on comedy and then deprive them to the point where they don't even fuck with me. You know, because like I tell niggas all the time, dog, like, $1 million ain't worth a fucked up relationship with my kids. Like, let's hypothetically say, you know, my shit start cracking. It get in motion. I'm getting booked all over the country. I'm flying out. These niggas sending me all out to New York to do the motherfucking whatever the fuck. You know, oh man, we need you to come do the Comedy Cellar and da-da-da. Man, we want to book you on this. We need you to open for, you know, Kevin Hart and Mike Epps, and you know, now you on your own tour and you a headliner now, and You selling out shows all over the country, but I don't never see my kids and they don't like me no more. So now I got all these multitude of millions of dollars. I live in a mansion, but Deuce and Brownie do not fuck with me because I missed all the football games. I missed all the motherfucking, tournaments and shit. I wasn't able to sit there and play video games no more. I wasn't able to create these fucking memories of me and my kids actually interacting in person. Nigga, I threw all that away so I could chase this motherfucking dream and become a millionaire. The money ain't worth it. Like I genuinely couldn't see myself being happy if I got $1 million, but I got a fucked up ass relationship with my kids. What's going on, Black Camp? I think that's the homie from Birmingham. My nigga, shout out to it. My nigga, it's been a long time, my dog. But like I said, nigga, like I keep reality always in mind when I chase my dream. Like, nigga, I'm always taking care of reality first. The dream will come. Like I say, nigga, if my personal belief in God is if he really want me to have it bad enough, he'll give it to me. As long as I'm working towards it, he'll push me towards it. He'll put me in place to get what I need out of it. But I'm not finna let my reality go in hopes that he'll say, you know what? I'll take care of all your real shit while you go chase this shit. Nah, nigga. I love comedy just as much as anybody else do, my nigga. But I don't love comedy more than I love my kids. I don't love comedy more than I love keeping my bills paid. I don't love comedy more than I love being an example for the people who look up to me, my nigga. Like, they don't make that kind of love, my nigga. And what you say, my guy, just know I still be tapping in. I just listen at work, nigga. Shout out to it, my nigga. Like I said, dog, like, I'm going to therapy to keep everything in place. Because again, I don't tell y'all niggas to go to therapy because I think you crazy or, it's something that you should only do if you fucked up. Like, nigga, you go to therapy, nigga, after you win the motherfucking lottery. Nigga, you go to therapy after you got a promotion at your job. Nigga, you go to therapy after you had a motherfucking threesome with your 2 biggest high school crushes, my nigga. Like, go to therapy any motherfucking way. I don't give a fuck what happened in your life, how good things are going. Therapy could still be motherfucking helpful. Like, and you don't gotta be fucked up to go to therapy. What's that? DeAndre Pamplin. Shout out to you, my motherfucking billionaire 12 Cal up in this motherfucker. Shout out to the billionaire. Like, nigga, no matter how life is going for you, therapy could be helpful. So take your ass in that motherfucker and go talk to somebody, my nigga. Like, you don't stop talking to your homeboys when life is going great. You don't stop talking to your girl when life is going great. Nigga, it's just, you breaking it down to somebody, getting the assessment and getting some good ass advice, even if all the motherfucker do, because honestly, my last little therapy session, all that nigga really did was, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, that's a good way of handling it. Yeah, I like the way that you balance all your shit out. Yeah, man, that's a healthy way of dealing with it. Da-da-da-da. That nigga didn't give me not a stitch of advice in my last therapy session. But it still was a good session because I got a whole gang of shit off my chest, my nigga. It was a reaffirmation that I'm doing shit the right motherfucking way. And I'm cool with it, my nigga. I wasn't mad at that session. What's going on, my nigga King Germ Pod and Saved Our Marriage? And what you say, 12 Cal? As usual, I get no notification from IG. Yeah, IG weak as fuck. And what he say? I go to therapy after great weekends at the club. Shout out Vino. Because again, nigga, Vino, he a motherfucking killer on the stage, my nigga. But it's like, nigga, you don't only go to therapy after you bomb. Shit, nigga, you go to therapy after you blow the roof off that motherfucker. Hey, nigga. Hey, therapist, I had a great fucking show. Because, they're going to ask you, how was your week? What you got going on? How are you doing mentally? Blah, 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 blah. I'm doing fucking fantastic. I'm doing great. Okay, cool. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Talk about it, my nigga. You paying this motherfucker, you might as well go ahead and get your shit off. Pause. And what you say, Bino? That's why I go to therapy, to make sure I'm handling situations appropriately. Exactly. Because that's why I go. Nigga, I go just to make sure I'm doing it right. Because, like I break it down in therapy. This is what it is. This is how I'm taking care of it. This is what I feel the catalyst is. This is what I feel it stems from. And I move the fuck on. Either you can do this or good job. This is what you're doing. And it's all good. And what you say, King Germ went home today. My legs are not working anymore. Shout out King Germ in the gym. You know, King Germ, like, 40 plus. He older than me. And this nigga is training for the Olympics. You know, King Germ said he want to be able to run a 4.240 and have a 40-inch vertical and be able to do a windmill dunk from the dotted line in the middle of a basketball game. So, shout out King Germ hitting that motherfucking gym. And Rhonda said, I went to therapy so I won't lose my sanity. Nigga, that's what I'm saying, dog. And again, like, you don't got to go because shit is fucked up. Sometimes you can go when everything is cool. But if shit is fucked up, definitely go. But, I'm already at an hour, my nigga. I'm about to drop a mic on that shit. This has been your host, Uncle Dolemite of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the sanctuary once again. If you would like to support me financially, you can cash at me at Uncle Dolemite to get you some merchandise at toomuchgamepodcast.store. TOO muchgamepodcast.store. That shit drop shit, nigga. So order at your own risk. But cash at me, Uncle Dolemite. Send me $1, nigga, if you feel like the episode was good. Nigga, let me go get a motherfucking piece of candy, a little half a Twix or something, because $1 don't get you shit no more. So send me $2. And what you say, therapy will make you take accountability. That's the reason a lot of niggas scared to go to therapy, though, because a lot of motherfuckers is afraid of accountability. But, Vino, when you come on the motherfucking episode, we'll talk about that shit. But support the motherfucking squad, Townhouse Media, Town E House Media, Sports for You podcast, and Sports #4 letter U podcast, and the Sports for You wrestling podcast. Shout out to them. Shout out to all the homies that support me, nigga. All my podcast brethren. Pod and Saved Our Marriage, King and Queen Germ, 12 Kyle from the 12 Kyle podcast, and the Rap Soul podcast, Baylor BTG for President podcast, and Open Run with BTG podcast, Pork from the Cool Out Corner podcast, Pork and the whole cast, because I don't even know who all on that motherfucker, nigga. They be doing all type of shit. But shout out Cool Out Corner podcast. I'll Explain All This Later podcast with Smash. Fuck you, Smash. 8 More Than 92 podcast with my nigga Harrison, if he ever records again. Fuck you, Harrison. Shout out to the homie. Who else, my nigga? Shan. ShanBePoddin.com. ChanBePoddin. ShanBePoddin.com. She got a bunch of shows. Fuck with all of them. Rodis from the Rodis Live podcast. RODES. Rodis Live podcast. Who else? It was somebody who was in here, my nigga. I hate forgetting. Britt Renee. I could talk about this all day podcast. Shout out to her. The Cognac Room podcast with Jake Christian and Petra. I think that's it. That's all I can remember right now, my nigga. If I forgot you, blame my head, not my heart. Benji Banks, Fire Session Podcast, FIYAH Session Podcast. Shout out to the Fire Session Podcast. I'll be on there and shit. Shout out Wolf Pussy Monologues too. Shout out to her. But follow me on social media at Uncle Dolemite, Uncle DOLEMITE. Yo Mama Boyfriend on TikTok. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Uncle Dolemite for the motherfucking comedy. Too Much Game for the podcast. And that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too much game.